Hey guys, what is up? It is I, John, here for Dungeon Crack. I'm here with the Britzy. Thank you so much for coming. And today we're going to be talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, over the last little bit, I had to take a break from doing live streams and stuff. And so me and her started playing Animal Crossing together. As in helping each other with our islands on the daily. We would log in, do all our good stuff, and then go on out. But during this time, we have noticed a bunch of things that are some quality of life updates we would like to see. And honestly, if anything comes out like another Animal Crossing in the style of New Horizons, we'd like to see these features added. We're pretty sure that Nintendo is done updating Animal Crossing New Horizons, but this is a thought experiment at best. So if you guys like these kind of idea-style vlog-ish bits, do tell me. I will make more of them happily. And let's just get on to the first suggestion. So suggestion one is as simple as talking about fruit. Now, we have a bit of a problem that you can only eat one at a time. Having to go through and eat one at a time is kind of annoying. And this might even just deal with generally all food, but definitely fruit for sure because it stacks. I just don't really see a point of having to sit through the animation over and over again. And as you can see from the image, the bigger problem here is that eat is actually the second option. It doesn't remember that you did it last, so you actually have to go down to that option every time. Our suggested fix is as simple as have eat as an option and allow you to pick the amount that you eat all at once, and the animation only plays once.
Yeah, I would like that.
Now, does this take down the realism a bit? Yes, of course it does. But it's grindy and annoying. And I'm going to be honest, that's what put half of these things that we're talking about here on this very vlog/list thing. Is for stuff like that. So that's our first major one. Tell us what you think in the comments, and please like, subscribe, and all that. That way you can tell us what you think. I feel like a dirty, cheating jerkwad asking. Let's continue. So the second one is related to manila clams. Look,
oh yeah.
I love the idea of crafting bait. And I do love the crafting system as a whole. We'll get back to that in a minute.
But I sure do wish they would do like they do with the medicine.
Yeah. Manila clams, for whatever reason, do not stack. Now, I can imagine the reason being is because they're living animals just like fish. But since they are not something that really act like fish, they should stack. It's stupid and it wastes a lot of time and a lot of space. We only need them to stack up to 10 just like fruit, and that would make it so much easier to carry them around, especially because if you're crafting bait, it's more than likely you're going to want more than one.
Yeah.
And so it's a small little thing, but please, don't make me just clear my inventory to get some bait.
Well, plus I also wish that it would let you make more than one bait at a time.
Yeah, which later on we'll be talking more about the crafting system and how to improve it. But that is also a crazy thing. I also think for a premium price, you should be allowed to buy bait.
Right.
But that's kind of getting into a sistering problem that I have with it. So let's move on. Speaking of all this crafting stuff, let's go ahead and say all crafting recipes, you should be able to craft more than one of anything at a time. This kind of goes back to point one with the peaches, where you should be able to eat more than one at a time. As long as you have the stuff, you should be able to craft something if you have the room for it. So we use manila clams as the example in this picture, and that's a pretty good kind of indication of what we mean here. You should be able to craft 6 of those baits right now because we have 6 of them. And even though there's no image of it, I did have the room to actually make them as well. So just, that's what I think. That's pretty much as easy as it goes. Also, the other image is just because I thought it was funny.
Right.
So that's kind of just me being very mad at the crafting system. And that's what that's supposed to be. All right, cheers to this last one. And you might wonder why we are screaming at Blathers. Well, to be honest, it's as simple as this. We really would like to see a registry of all of the animals and the fossils and paintings that can be seen to tell how many you need, and maybe a silhouetted version of each thing.
Right, that way you don't gotta walk around the museum and figure out which ones you need.
Yeah, kind of think who's that Pokemon with the fossils and the remaining ones that you don't have being kind of silhouetted. That way you can at least kind of guess what you need.
Right.
Because it makes sense that there's no, like, you need this explicitly. But it can be a little annoying that we can't just have a way to know to some degree what we need without having to go all over the creation trying to figure it out. This is what I consider to be the only problem with the museum system, other than the fact that you cannot give fish and bugs to other players. But that's a very partial problem for me, because I also think that kind of helps it be your own kind of deal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do like that there is something out there that you can't get help on. Because technically speaking, you can get paintings from other people and you can get fossils from other people. So that's not as big of a problem. I thought I'd just mention it here for food for thought. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of shorter video. And I know I did. Me and Brits have actually been meaning to do this for a while. What do you think about Animal Crossing overall?
I like Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Even with all of these things that we're talking about, do realize this is a daily game.
I do wish there was one other thing that they would do. By the way.
What's
Make
that?
it where you can expand your island if you want to.
Yeah, I wish you could expand it at least kind of like how you can do cliffs.
Right.
I wish you could dig into the sea or make longer, maybe longer sandbars and beaches.
Right. I like that idea.
That would be kind of cool. Another side thought I had was being able to customize furniture through a simple voxel editor of some kind, but it obviously couldn't make you do anything crazy, but it would be kind of nice.
It would be cool if you could have an actual career too.
Yeah. There is the DLC for that, but I do know what you mean by that. Like, standard 9-to-5 stuff. But either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed our little video here on Animal Crossing New Horizons suggestions. If you want us to come up with more, please go ahead, hit the bell down below, and make YouTube love me. I'm just kidding. Don't do that if you don't want to, but I would appreciate every bit of it. My name has been John, and this has been Dungeon Crack. We'll catch you next time.